What do you do when you have trouble making payroll? Your business is living check to check, you're watching your bank account every penny, and you're just living to make payroll every week or 2 weeks. Today, I want to talk about some strategies so we can solve this for you. Hey guys, Abby Johnson here with Matterhorn Business Development. Welcome back to the channel. Really quick, I want you to check out our program, Adventure to Profit, below. I talk about this topic and so much more in that program. It's a paid course and community with different tiers for any level of business. So check it out because I know that we can help you. Now, today I want to talk about the struggle of making payroll. This is always a big stress for owners because it is a big expense. It's one of the biggest, right? So it feels like a really big hit every 2 weeks or however frequently it is when you see your bank account built up and then it crashes really quickly. So you're having trouble making payroll. Let's look at a few things. The first thing is, are you priced correctly? I usually aim for payroll to be about 30% of revenue. So first of all, look at that. And that's going to tell you if maybe you need to increase your prices to account for taking on new team members. Now, obviously in the same vein, whenever I see someone has too high percentage, 40%, 50%, then it's a different conversation. My first move isn't to raise prices. My first move is to look at a few factors. The first of them is employee efficiency. Are the employees maximizing their time? Do they have efficiencies in place to make sure that the 40 hours they're working for you are maximized and the most productive that they could be? So if you have someone you're paying for 40 hours, but an hour out of every day, they're kind of twiddling their thumbs and they're not sure what they should be doing, they need to be given something else to do to fill that time. Or maybe they're working 40 hours a week, but they're having to do a lot of double entry with things. They're having to do repeat tasks. They're doing manual tasks that could be automated in some fashion. So definitely look at your employees' processes and see how you can help make their jobs more efficient. This also usually makes things less stressful for them. Now, the other tough question here is, do you actually need all of the employees you have? Unfortunately, this can happen. You hire more than you think you actually need, or you keep someone on even though you know that they aren't being productive. I've unfortunately seen this a lot with my clients where they have someone who's maybe been there for several years, so they've built a relationship with them, they really care for them, and obviously nothing is wrong there, but they let their personal feelings get in the way of this business decision. So you have to kind of ask yourself those hard questions. Is this person actually delivering what I need them to deliver? Are they actually contributing to the business? Are they helping move the business forward? Or are they creating trouble? Are they pulling others down with them? Usually if there's one bad egg, so to speak, it can kind of spoil everyone around them. And sometimes when you get rid of that one person, everyone's happiness and everyone's productivity goes up. So take a look at your employees, make sure they are actually all necessary and that they are all performing to the level that you need them to perform. The final strategy here is to implement the Profit First system. So I am a Profit First professional. We have a whole playlist on this system if you aren't familiar with it. But in a nutshell, part of this system is having multiple bank accounts to have these sort of buckets for the business to show you what money goes where, how much you can spend in these different categories. Now, Profit First has these kind of 5 foundational bank accounts that everyone starts with, but an additional account that I usually set up for people is a payroll account. So if you have payroll, even if you don't implement Profit First, I suggest having a separate payroll account and every week setting aside that money for payroll, especially if you're on a bi-weekly schedule or a non-weekly payroll schedule. Having that separate account separates it out from your other expenses so you know more what you can spend outside of payroll. This also helps with those quarterly payroll taxes, and sometimes depending on who you use for payroll, you're only paying payroll taxes on a quarterly basis, sometimes an annual basis, and that can be a big hit if you don't have those set aside. So I do really recommend having a separate payroll account. Another tool I use to track employee efficiency, profit, pricing, and all of that is our channel sponsor MetaPulse. This is where I keep all the data for my business and my clients so that we know what is working and what isn't working. This will help you with your profit margins. This will help your employees be more efficient when they know this data. This will help you make better decisions for the business. So I definitely suggest checking out our channel sponsor MetaPulse below. And finally, of course, I can help you dive further into this if you are having this problem in our program, Adventure to Profit. We have a whole module on pricing, a whole module on employee success, a whole module on profitability. So we really have everything you need to make sure you're growing your business and you're profitable while you do it. So check out Adventure to Profit. We've got multiple membership options no matter what level of business you're at right now. And I'll see you next time.